talk about something I think a lot of us deal with, calming that overthinking mind. We're going to dive into a pretty cool Zen secret, the snow globe secret. So, if you've ever felt like your thoughts are just running the show, yeah, this one's for you. Okay, let me ask you this. Ever lay down to sleep and your brain decides that's the perfect time to party? It just won't switch off. It's like a total blizzard of thoughts just swirling around in there. If you're nodding along right now, you're in the right place. So, to get into this, I want you to meet Sam. Now, Sam's got a great brain. It's super busy, really creative. The kind that's always coming up with ideas and solving problems, and that's awesome. A busy brain is not a bad thing. But when it's time to chill out, time to sleep, that busy brain can be, well, a little too busy. His thoughts just start bouncing all over the place, kind of like a bunch of hyper kittens in a tiny room. And it always starts with something small, right? Just a little nagging thought that pops into his head. Wait, did I remember to feed my hamster? And then, of course, that thought calls over its bigger, more anxious buddy. Oh my gosh, what if I fail that math test tomorrow? And bam, suddenly, the stakes feel way higher. And just when he thinks it's over, another one crashes the party. Why did Emma look at me like that today? And boom, his mind is just crowded, it's loud, and getting to sleep, yeah, feels pretty much impossible. So, the next morning, Sam is totally exhausted. He bumps into his neighbor, a really wise guy named Mr. Miyagi, and tells him about his noisy brain. And this is where the story gets really good. So what does Mr. Miyagi do? He doesn't say much at first. He just grabs a snow globe, gives it a really good shake, and holds it up. He says, "Sam, this is your mind. It's like a blizzard in a bottle. You can't see anything clearly, and you just feel stormy inside." Wow, what a perfect way to put it, right? And then he shares this amazing piece of wisdom. He just sets the snow globe on the table and says, "We don't fight the snow. We don't try to grab the flakes or force them down. We simply watch." And that's it. That's the whole secret. The answer isn't to wrestle with the blizzard of thoughts. It's just to set the snow globe down. Let it be. So think about it this way. When you fight your thoughts, it's like sticking your hands inside the globe and trying to stop the snow. All you're gonna do is shake it up even more, right? You're basically telling your brain, panic, this is a big deal. But when you just watch your thoughts, you're letting the globe rest. You're just observing, not engaging. And that sends a totally different signal to your brain. It says, hey, it's okay, no danger here. And the calm just happens. Okay, so Sam decides to actually try this. That night, he sits down, and instead of getting caught up in the thought chase, he does something different. He just listens. He focuses on the sound of the wind outside. And when a thought popped up, and they did, he didn't fight it. He just kind of noticed it, and then let it float on by. And you know what happened? It was amazing. After just a few minutes, that storm inside his head started to calm down. The snow started to settle. The water got clear. He could finally think again. It's just such a great picture of what happens when you let go instead of fighting. Okay, so Sam's story is great, but how do we actually do this? Let's break it down into a super simple 5-minute trick you can use whenever you need it. All right, it's just 4 simple steps. Step 1, find a quiet place where you won't be bothered. Step 2, pick your rock. This is just an anchor for your attention. It could be your breath, a sound, anything. Step 3, set a timer for 5 minutes and just watch. Watch your thoughts come and go. And step 4, this is maybe the most important part, be a kind guard. Your mind is gonna wander, that's what minds do. Just gently, without any judgment, bring your focus back to your rock. You see, this is the whole key. Think of your attention like gasoline for your thoughts. When you pour attention onto a worry, it gets bigger and louder. But when you stop feeding it, when you just gently move your attention somewhere else, the mind just naturally starts to settle down, all by itself. Now, I gotta make this super clear, because a lot of people get this wrong. The goal here is not to empty your mind or to stop thinking. I mean, come on, that's impossible. Your brain is literally made to think. Nope. All you're doing is creating the right environment for the snow to settle on its own. You're just giving your brain a little break, a chance to reset. And let me tell you, when you learn how to do this, it really is like gaining a superpower. It's how you take back control and find your own peace. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. The next time you feel that storm kicking up inside your head, give this a try, and then ask yourself, once the snow settles, what is it that you can finally see clearly?